Harbor's recruitment to Valorant was a bit chaotic, with him on the run after stealing something. Allegedly. Let's dive into how our beloved Waterboy joined the Valorant Protocol. If you're new here, hello everyone. My name's Illumi, and welcome to another episode in this Valorant lore series. If you like this content, it would mean a lot if you drop a like and subscribe below. Thank you so much. Once the Valorant Protocol had successfully sent missions to Omega Earth in their attempts to retrieve their stolen Radiant on Pearl, Cypher began to look more closely into what Omega's Valorant Legion was up to. The exploration and information we got from going to Omega Earth was a bit overwhelming, but one thing stood out. The Legion had obtained a new power source. After Cypher determined that Omega had a new power source, Fade began to look into it and found out that this power source was a person. She tells Brimstone, "The keeper of Legion's new power source has a name. Varun Batra. I ran a trace on his alpha counterpart. Turns out he's a Realm operative. I freelanced for Realm years ago. Multinational task force recovering historical artifacts from black market trade. My first question, why does Legion need an antiquities expert? I haven't spoken to Realm in ages, but I'll put you in touch." Turns out, Realm is an organization that works to find and retrieve historical relics that have been lost as a result of black market trade. But what would a relic expert have to do with a new power source important enough that Omega's Legion would recruit him? Fortunately, Faye's previous freelance work with Realm means that she has a contact there named Greaves to get more info. He responds to her inquiry with this email. Hazel Eiletmez, it's been a long time. I wish we could correspond under better circumstances. Operative Batra is no longer employed with Realm. He is a fugitive under investigation for the theft of a priceless artifact. I've told you this much as a professional courtesy. Whoever you're working for, tell them this is an internal matter. Do not inquire further. To summarize, Varun Batra is currently fired from Realm and on the run because he stole one of the artifacts that Realm was working to retrieve. Weird. It seems that Realm is not interested in working with the VP to share information and such. However, Realm's pursuit of Batra seems to be making the news. From what the VP can gather, he is either a Radiant or this artifact uses Radianite. Any fights and skirmishes that Batra has been part of while on the run show large amounts of water being utilized. Almost like the battlefield is flooded, but there's no water source nearby. Yoru speculates that this artifact may be like his own mask, which is filled with Radianite. Something that makes this even more odd is that Cypher discovers that Realm is an alpha-only organization. Omega Earth has no counterpart. As the team digs deeper into Batra, they find that he has no criminal record. Besides his most recent theft, his record is squeaky clean. But so is Realm's. Something isn't adding up here, and Astra has become increasingly curious about this artifact that Batra has. After more research, Astra sends Brimstone this voicemail.
Brimstone, I didn't know before, but now I'm sure. This is the one. It has to be. Every mention of the artifact is a match. And if this runaway can use it, game changer. So we must hurry, Charlie. Our water boy is out of time. Realm is too close. They're going to get him. They cannot. It has to be us.
The team begins to initiate contact with Batra so that they can help him escape the pursuit of Realm. After a wild motorcycle chase, Brimstone is there to pick him up, with Batra, now known to the VP as Harbor, officially joining the team. In Harbor Cinematic, he tells us a bit more about how he came to have the artifact and some of the things it can do. We see that Harbor and Greaves from Realm were on an operation to retrieve this relic that had been sealed in a cave in India. Upon entering this cave, they find others here for the relic as well. After taking them out, Harbor finds the artifact. When he does, the ground beneath it begins to glow and water begins to drip. It's clear that Harbor's presence is what activates these things, as there was no water around before when the others were attempting to steal the artifact. As Harbor gets closer, it begins to shake and come loose from the hand sculpture it's sitting on. Without prompting, the bracelet and rings attach themselves onto Harbor's hand. Even as he tries to resist this, the bracelet clings to his arm. Afterward, we see Greaves behind Harbor with his gun pointed at him, telling him to give up the artifact. It seems that Greaves had been planning to attempt to use this artifact for himself. Upon seeing Harbor wear it, he threatens to kill Harbor for it, but in the nick of time, he manages to create a wall of water and escape. From that point on, Harbor was on the run from Realm until we helped him lose his pursuers and join the VP. After getting back to Valorant headquarters, Harbor and Astra meet. Astra begins to run an analysis on this artifact that she believed was of great importance. She identifies it as a relic connected to the Astral Guardians. It may have even been made by the Astral Guardians, which explains Astra's interest and knowledge about it. Apparently, this artifact functions as a sort of key to a city in India built by the Guardians, the City of Flowers. This city isn't your typical place, it's a multiverse nexus. And by crazy coincidence, Harbor has been to the City of Flowers. Or what's left of it. The city is completely destroyed and lay in ruin, at least on Alpha Earth. Considering that this city is a multiverse nexus, it stands to reason that perhaps Omega Earth has a City of Flowers too. This would explain why the Legion had already recruited Omega Harbor to their team. And they were right. Omega does have a City of Flowers, and it's still standing, and their nexus is functional. This has potentially lethal implications, though. Listen to this voicemail from Harbor.
Brimstone, Astra, Killjoy, and I finished our analysis. We looked at it a dozen different ways, and it always comes back the same. The City of Flowers on Omega is a multiverse nexus. If Legion powers up that nexus with Alpha's version of the city ruined, there's nothing left to absorb the shock. The result would be catastrophic. Millions of lives in my home country lost. That's not a scenario I'm willing to entertain. No one else can stop Legion from pulling the trigger. This is on us. So get a team ready and make sure I'm at the top of the list.
This means that Omega's Valorant Legion is preparing to activate this nexus, and we have to stop them. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time as we dive into Lotus lore. Bye!